You see, the fight for independence has been spontaneous, it has been contagious, and it has been continuous. We have continuously pushed across the board, irrespective of the difficulties that we are facing as a people. And today, I think we have a message for all Ambazonians, a message of hope, a message of sincerity, concern, and a super message for all Ambazonians to understand that the integrity of the revolution is in their hands. We cannot deny the fact that from time to time there are little issues that remained very important for us all to address. However, that notwithstanding, there is also the need for all Southern Cameroonians to identify the fact that the sacrifices that we have each made is enormous. You know, I want to thank all those who attended the Berlin conference. I think today, of course, is the first statement this platform is making about the Berlin conference. That is because we have been observing and making sure that we come out when it's right. We will not underestimate the strength of every one of us, anyone who calls himself an Ambazonian. In the same manner, we will never underestimate the extent to which they can go to destroy the revolution. Based on that, today we will have very glaring messages. I want to thank all the people from the various counties who have remained very resilient, consistent, and whose resolve cannot be underestimated. Let me start by thanking the patriots of Manyu County, my county. Let me also thank those from Mezam, particularly, who have been very outstanding. I will not call any particular location in Mezam. We also want to thank all those of you from Meme, those of you from Indian, from Momo, from Menchum, from Dongamantung, from Bui, all those of you who are watching us from Dian, from Kupe Maninguba, from Lebialem, especially Lebialem, I must say. Those of you from Fako, and we're having some little interruption with our network. We don't know what's going on, but we're sure that's going to be fixed. So we want to thank all those of you who are watching at this juncture. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that I've mentioned all the counties. Of course, I should not forget Momo, where we have these very great guys coming. We can never forget Momo. And definitely when I talk of Momo, I'm thinking of Batibo, Ngi, Widikum, Njikwa, and all other areas in Momo. We are also very thankful to activists who have remained very consistent in their beliefs that independence is just around the corner. It is very important for all of us at this juncture to know that the fight for independence is a collective matter, and we cannot We cannot fight based on the fact that we want to avoid hurting people whom we consider as comrades. Ladies and gentlemen, with this said, I have very short, brief messages. I want to first of all start by thanking all of you who attended the Berlin conference. I'm doing it in my capacity as Eric TATAW. And to thank you all that it is very, very necessary for every one of us Southern Cameroonians to understand that the conference was a huge success, and that is why it would appear this live show will be interrupted, but we pray it doesn't. If it does, we're going to come back immediately. We want to thank all of you, especially the activists who were there, who were giving us minute by minute feedback, especially Paul Nilong of Meme County, who was very, very experienced and top-notch in the facts he presented during the conference. Today, we want to look at 3 conferences that I've held across the board. I think this is what is very critical now for all Ambazonians. I think we all know, as a matter of fact, that these are some of the things that now matter. You know, we should by now understand that the parameter with which we use in measuring the success of our independence or the drive towards our independence should be based on our conviction about the things we support. I also want to seize this edition of this live show to extend my concerns, sincerest concerns, to the people of Lebialem, especially those of you around Wabani, who have been affected by a group of hoodlums who want to be spoilers of our revolution. We are having all the reports coming from that area, and we will not be bothered about the fact that those kind of people exist. But I think everybody should be taking measures to try to mobilize on how we're going to clamp down on all distractors of our revolution, spoilers of our revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, as you are aware, we remain in a very steady position to achieving our independence. You must have seen the signal from the United States of America. We don't want to overemphasize the importance of what Tibor Nash said. I think there is no one Ambazonian who isn't aware about the situation on our land. Like one of the listeners has just indicated, we almost left out Ngoketunja. Of course, when we talk of Ngoketunja, we're thinking of Balikumbat, we're thinking of Bafanji, and Bamuka, Ndop Central, all the areas in Ngoketunja. And so we're thinking of all of you Southern Cameroonians. Forgive me if by omission I didn't mention your county. I think a lot is going through our minds as a people. You see, there is a strategic formula in this revolution. Like Dr. Samuel Ikomi Sako, the acting president of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, said in Berlin, one of the most successful conferences in the revolution of Southern Cameroons, that leaders would emerge. That is one particular very pointing phrase, catchy and overwhelming phrase that I have grabbed throughout this revolution. In fact, it is the strongest phrase that any leader has ever made since the beginning of this revolution. Why I continuously hold the interim government accountable for the things that they have promised that has not come on, especially about the audit report, which is important for everyone Ambazonian to come out powerfully and compare our interim government to present to us the result of the audit. We must say with sincerity that Dr. Samuel Ikomisako remains one of the most iconic persons in this revolution. His declaration in Berlin, or the phrase, leaders will emerge and they will be recognized, only goes to confirm the fact that leaders would not ask for mandates during revolutions. And that is why we believe in the current leadership of our interim government. We have had, in the last few months or weeks, 3 conferences on the whole. And in those conferences, we all understand, because we have seen the pictures, we have seen the ambience, we have seen the explanations, we have seen the resolutions. And I must say that the Southern Cameroons, or the Ambazonian War of Independence, is truly ordained. We have had 3 conferences. I will open this talk by trying to call the Undersecretary for Communication, Larry Emma Coco da Blinks, aka Coco da Blinks. As soon as she picks up, she's going to brief us on the, yes, Coco da Blinks is online. I was trying to get to her before coming live. Now she's there. We'll ask Madam Undersecretary for Communication to brief us, give us first hand about, just summarize in 3 minutes the resolution and some of the top stuff on the Berlin conference that just ended, and how much was raised in total before we continue. So you have the floor.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. That's although I'm taking on away.
I know.
It's okay. Everything for Ambazonia. Well, to make it very brief, because a detailed report is yet to come out. There's been a lot of work. It's not easy. I just got back yesterday, very late in the night.
We thank God for safe landings.
Yeah. Generally, the conference, I think, is the most successful we've had so far since the start of this Ambazonian revolution. That is my opinion, because I was an eyewitness to it.
Yeah, although you were in Maryland, the Maryland conference, but I will not disagree with you anyway, because I also followed. It was quite great.
It's okay. No, we've had successful conferences, but what I'm actually looking into right now is the challenges we've faced so far this last period and everything we've been through, and to see that Ambazonians can still come out in that number to support, and to bring new strategies on the table and everything. So that is one of the criteria that I'm using to classify this conference as one of the most successful. Anyway, we all arrived on Thursday, not all of us, a couple of us. The AP had already arrived. The AVP was there. There was some behind meetings and all that.
So how much money was raised in total?
Eric, the money they concerned.
I'm very concerned about money.
Yeah, we got to, I think, 60,000 and more, because there was another little fundraising with cutting of the cake.
We heard it was like $80,000. Is it dollars or euro?
Yeah, that's why I cannot give the total count, because some monies came in on Sunday that they are still putting up. So I cannot give a very accurate figure right now. But we are going to put out everything once everything is met, and then we'll put out the detailed report and then the detailed amount we raised, and then Ambazonians will see detailing how the money is going to be used. And for the resolutions, just a quick reminder, the IG did not come out with a resolution. The stakeholders recommended. So the IG is only trying to bring out what the stakeholders recommended with the signature of the president as endorsed. So it is the stakeholders' recommendations for the way forward to the revolution. It was a tough one, Eric. But in all, I saw love and oneness in Ambazonians, and the enthusiasm to free homeland. All differences were left aside, and straight talks were put on.
About how many people can you estimate attended the conference? About how many people can you estimate attended the conference?
Well, many, 400 and more, because in the beginning we got when we just started somewhere late, Friday hold up, the traffic in Berlin was something else. So some could come to the the protest ground. The weather was very cold. Actually, many could not come, many could not make it. Many were still arriving that morning. So in total, we had a very reasonable population, because that was one of the most biggest halls in Berlin, but it was almost filled up.
Thank you.
And the next day also, we still have a good turnout with regards to the resolutions from the stakeholder. But with the stakeholders meeting, I mean, the hall was completely filled up.
Yeah, I think I followed. Okay, Larry, Emma, thank you so much. We're going to wait for the detailed report, and we'll invite you on this platform and on National Telegraph for a one-on-one to have and
that would be great,
to execute the report from Berlin. Thank you so much. That was what is the full name of the conference? And a lot of people want to hear.
Stakeholders Conference. Ambazonian Stakeholder Conference. And these stakeholders focused on the LGAs and the counties. And that is why I'm very not happy with certain things, because it's like Ambazonians have chosen not to recognize success. Not all, some that are just disgruntled. And I'm not happy with the fact that Mark Barata is even sharing something that he could not consult us to verify what is going on. I am a member of the SKIL, that is Southern Cameroon's Women in Europe. They were invited to the conference as every other Ambazonian, because we had a meeting with them and the AP. They had questions about my trip to Boya and all that. So we gave the opportunity for every Ambazonian to come and ask worrying questions and clear the air. That is for Friday. Everyone was welcome. And we made it clearly that Saturday was for stakeholders only. And these stakeholders involve local governments and counties, representatives and country coordinators. These are the real stakeholders that were involved to path the way forward and to bring forward those recommendations and have that one-on-one talk, because they are from ground zero. These are the people that are feeling the heat, not groups and all that. So a member came from the SKIL. I will call her name Jenny. Jenny has been so negative on the media.
All right, okay, that's fine. We intended.
Please, just 1 minute.
Yeah, no, just one. I understand. Okay, you go ahead.
Very warm. We took pictures. The conference was good. She even said she was happy and all that. Unfortunately, she came again for Saturday Stakeholders Conference, but that was clearly stated. Even with the meeting, the AVP, the Chief of Staff, and myself attended with the SKIL. We made it clearly that it was for stakeholders only. And when she was not allowed by the security to come in, I don't know what she contacted SKIL and told them, and it's been a whole, lot of problem out there.
All right, that's fine. So, but why would the security stop her to come in? But that's okay. Let's not go into the nitty-gritties. We'll wait for the details and we'll analyze all those things.
Because
let's talk some other issues.
She was not a part of the stakeholders, and she did not even represent SKIL, because SKIL came with no. Even when representatives of the stakeholders were coming out on Friday, SKIL never came out. So that is where the problem is. SKIL never even came out. If you really knew you were a stakeholder, what stopped you from coming out on Friday and presenting yourself?
Okay, thank you so much.
And did not do that.
Okay, thank you so much. We just want to address one man who could have been, while you're still on the line, I'll address a comment, because this is a very critical show. I think it's not new. Somebody wrote here that I don't want to call the names, that AGC Gov, ASLC and all what they are now working together, and that's somebody who attended the conference here.
Sorry,
no, just 1 minute. Let me look at the comment. I think I can pull back to read the comment really quickly. The person just suggests, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, this is a very critical issue. The person says that anyway, he says he was talking about the Southern Cameroon, Dr. Kwanga's stuff and all the other conferences. He says that everybody is working together. But I want to differ with that person. He knows I'm talking to him, that the meetings have been organized, and we know leaders that have attended, and those are leaders that have the people in mind, because they think about unity, and that's why they came to the conference in DC. The other one was organized by the interim government, while the other one organized by Dr. Fontaine brought all the leaders together. So, Kuku, thank you so much. We'll continue to address while you follow the live show. If there's any intervention, I'll have to call you back. In the meantime, you text us. Anyway, we'll write to you. I want you to text to us, so it's going to be private time. Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
I'll just send you.
I just beg Ambazonians to be patient. The details of the resolutions will be put out in the next couple of hours, and then they will know.
You take your time. Even in days is important. Okay,
and
thank you so much.
That was raised to be spent.
All right, thank you. Okay, Now, it is important, you know, that we understand everything. Let me just write to Coco. One minute. Okay, I think Coco, you have my message. You can look up so that you reply me. Thank you. So now, let me, before I come to talking about the 3 conferences that I've held, I want to touch on something on Ground Zero. I think the money that has been raised in Berlin, I want to do a proposal. It is not, you know, as an activist, I reserve the right to propose very concrete measures. I think the money that has been raised in Berlin, they should immediately create a procurement committee, because we want to use this money to shut all the offices in Boya. So we want people to know that now, at least, even if not for anything, we have, if you look at 80, if it's 80,000, we can add 20,000 there, we make it 100,000. Let us have at least 60 million francs CFA, and we make sure that we use that for all the offices, especially for this 20th May that is coming, because I just want to seize the opportunity to say that this platform is activating and starting a call for the boycott of May 20th, which will start on the 18th, 19th, and the 20th itself. So we'll have 3 days lockdown. That is my proposal, and that's what I stood for since even before the 10 days lockdown. So everybody on Ground Zero should be ready, that at least, even not for anything, we know that we have the money. We have over close to 500 million francs CFA, and that money should be, listen, the money should be used to flatten all the offices, to be used to give Gary to all the offices and all government officials that will have to come to work from the period that we'll declare and going forward. So this is a very concise message, and it is coming. God is not stupid. It is coming at the right time. This money has been raised at the right time, and the interim government must make sure that this period of May 20th should be filled by La République du Cameroon. They have already now announced the theme for the May 20th, which is never going to hold in Southern Cameroon, because some of us are going to make sure that we put all our resources, all our time, all our energy to make sure that these 3 days are very effective. So if you are listening to me, it is no exception. You know, we'll be waiting for a final conclusion from the interim government, but this is a candid proposal which I think that most Ambazonians will buy, that we should shut down for 3 days. And any person, please, now this is my proposal. We are going to announce, because even in America, you announce before you act. If you are passing on the road, they will tell you there's a red light camera here, speed is 35, because you have to announce. So we want to say that we have noticed and we have earmarked some key locations in various areas in Southern Cameroon, where they call offices or government offices, but we know that those offices are harboring weapons from the government of Mr. Paul Biya in Vondo that the soldiers use in killing our people. And based on the principle of what we call command and control center that the United States of America is aware of, you remember a long time ago this platform was educating people on control and command center. We have the right as a people in war, as a people in a war situation, to flatten those areas, to ensure that maximum Gary is given to some people to eat. So during this period that we are going to try to effect the lockdown, from the 18th, 19th, and the 20th of May, we want to say to all restoration fighters that if you see anybody around those offices, please, it is your legal and international right. It is doing justice to your people and to the revolution by ensuring that those people are flattened together with those command and control centers. You will not select the persons, because what we want to do is simple. Imagine that if they get up one day and they hear that, oh, they have given 50 persons in one government office one bag of gari, complete gari, and those people, they'll eat that gari and they'll never eat anything again. And you know what I'm talking about. So once we do this process, when we gari, we're going to go gari by gari, office by office. So you gari anybody that you see in the office, whether it's your mother, if it's my mother, gari her. Tell her that there was a ban, that nation comes before. So listen, let me tell you something. In the world, that is why Donald Trump says America first. It's Ambazonia first. So anybody that would disobey the laws of Ambazonia, because if that country is not stabilized, if that country is not okay, all the other 8 million or 10 million people are going to perish. Therefore, it is our right to ensure that we use the money that has been raised from Berlin effectively so that our people are going to see the impact during this 3 days ghost town that will run from the 18, 19, and 20. That is my proposal. See, let me tell you something. This issue is not a joke. Serving Cameroons is free. And when we say it's free, we mean that it's free. So, anybody, for me, I've already earmarked like 10 offices that I'm going to serve Gary with or without the interim government. I'm going to do it. My name is Eric TATAW. Quote me anywhere. I don't talk things I don't do. If you like, I will do a live show on the if. Before I'm finishing the live show, they'll be giving Gary in one of the offices. If you like, I'll do it. But for the sake of security and for strategy, I'm going to stay quiet for now. But there are 10 offices that in Mboya and Limbe that if people care, if they dare to go there, we will make sure that you will eat Gary even before the office. And if we don't succeed in giving you Gary in the office, we'll carry the Gary to your house because Gary is a very nice food for people who are hungry for justice. Because, I mean, it's justice we are saving to anybody. So, if you go out on that day, let me be very clear with you. Let me be very clear with you. We are going to teach you a bitter lesson. Very bitter lesson. In fact, we are not going to behave like we don't understand that we are going. No. Let me say something, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians. It's very important for people to know that this one is not bluffing because we have the money now. We know that my trip to Boya has been mismanaged. We must say it every time. It's a fact. But now we have seen how the AIP has pledged. And everybody in the conference, that's why I was asking them, how much did you progress? We don't want to hear. You people, normally when they raise money, you are supposed to do declaration on the scene. We are supposed to know because when people take money behind, $1,000 can get missing. But whatever be the case, we trust our government. But I'm just saying that that's generally what we do because when we raise money, declare it in public. Everybody should know. So the accounts from the general meeting and the other private fundraiser, please, you have to declare it. With that said, we now have that money. We will make it up to probably extra 20,000 or 30 so that it should be, we will contribute here 100,000 and then we now know that, okay, we have 13 counties. How are they going to do it? They don't take money and say that you give to A or B. Give it to a county representative. Let the county person sign and say, okay, I've taken $10,000 from this Berlin money. I've taken this amount from here so that the person will know that, okay, this is what we have taken. Ambazonians will know. Listen, Tibor Nash has told you, this thing is not Dr. Sahh and the rest. Don't think that I want to use the pronoun I, Eric TATAW, moi. I use the pronoun moi. I am the first Ambazonian who went and read about the FBI when every other activist was scared. And what Tibor Nash is saying 2-3 days ago, I said it 10-12 months ago that America can never and will never ever arrest any activist like in any part of the world. And I encourage all other activists. Even when they will say, oh, FBI is tracking Eric TATAW, we went in front of FBI and we did those live shows. So the interim government, you have the right to use money raised from this revolution for humanitarian purposes and to also buy weapons to equip the boys to fight. It is your right. My name is Eric TATAW. Let me tell you something. We will flatten them because it is a legal and international right. So on the say, let me tell you something. We want people to sleep. When we talk sleep, I mean straight. If like 100, they sleep straight between 18, 19, and 20. One of my brother and my sister, or any person, okay. Any person, so far as the talk not go out, you go. Please, if the person say he relate to Eric TATAW, Gary. If you catch it for pay no get for day according to law, Gary the person. If he say know me, Gary times 2. Please. If he know me, I hear me. Even I'm a woo. If he hear me, them say, even you see I'm a woman for street. He say, oh, I'm Eric TATAW's wife. I went to buy Maggie. Gary. Then he say, you're supposed to buy Maggie on the 17th midnight. Because from the 18th, nobody's going out. So that is going to be the situation. Once you see any person where they're outside for the period, well, I want to say now, please, Gary the person, the automatic Gary. When I say, oh, I know Eric TATAW, I know Paul Nilong, I know Kuku that brings. In fact, Dr. Sahh is my Gary the person. Gary the person more put up for video, say, you see, so you know Dr. Sahh, then they will say something, you don't respect it. So this is a special Gary process. Now you go, Gary that person, then you wait tomorrow again, you can't bring now red Gary, you add a white, you make that person maybe completely Garied. Means say you construct that Gary now for past participants. You know how they, yes. So that is how we are going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. For people who they bother about weapon, we will monitor. Nilong Paul is there. Everybody is there. Paul is doing a fantastic job in Meme. Scott Johnson is doing a fantastic job in Momo. Joshua Carr, Fomban, they're doing fantastic jobs in Fako. I mean, all the activists are very involved and want to thank God for the inspiration of country by country. So, all man, where you hear my voice at this time, we don't need the toxic for me. I will never say something that will not happen. Whether IG do how with the money, but they must do with the money effectively. But me, I go do my own for my own part. And you people will see. On that 17, something will happen. When I go see what will happen. For inside Boya, we go do something where we go understand. So we know and talk plenty. Any my official the joke, okay, wait until that time reach. Now, with that said, we want to go for another crucial issue. Very important. The BLM people. I want to listen. I don't talk with General Ayeke. I know say there is a considerable amount of mistrust between Ayeke. No, I don't call Indian no Nikano. I call Indian. I say Indian. I know if you Chris or not call Indian. Please, I call Indian. So forgive me if you're not here. Now, considerable mistrust there between Ayeke and Field Marshal. Ayeke don't vex. He don't talk to them. And I want to say, for all that want to do for social media, with the laugh people they say sometimes a misunderstanding and opportunity. Because God, they say God writes perfectly on crooked lines. And the ways of God can never be the ways of man. Because God gets sense past all human beings that ever exist. So, what happen for the BLM, now a clear sign, say God the work for give we independence. Me are happy where how a Field Marshal and Ayeke they get that small problem because even me, every tatas are there, so me and my woman too, they get problem. Some day they know they sleep for night, one man put it back so, the other man put it back so. It's the truth. Any man can't tell you, say, oh, since I'm there, I'm never quarrel with my woman. Tell you, say, then not be a woman that go through it, find different guy will quarrel with you some more before now fixing them. Because that is how it's supposed to be. Now, we now must know the fact, say, quarreling, disagreement to a lesser extent, because, listen, when, now, these are two things I want to tell now. When you get all time with the only query, if some particular person, like, you know, the one group where the query all man all time, that group get problem. But if that group not be the query too all man all time, the group get problem. So now, if you dey find all through 24/7, there's a problem. If you query small, you dey find. Then if you query all time when you know they small find, there's a problem. So you must get those boundaries. Now, wait till they try for talk for them. My tell now very clearly, say, me gonna not fear. The BLM, they under our control. Field Marshal, they talk with people them. Although since this matter start, to be honest, I never communicate with Field Marshal. Because for me, I get direct access to Field Marshal. It is send me voicemails. Now, I don't need to communicate with Ayeke constantly at the wety. I don't talk with plenty people them. In fact, on Sunday way pass, if not on Sunday, we'll be there with one of our brother house for Maryland here, where bless Ayeke when a big brother for General Ayeke, he be called with the BLM they go testify where they be there for that meeting. And I'll be put up on hands free. That meeting be take close to more than 2 hours. We'll be there for day, we'll listen to it, and me be initiator say, "Move talk me the BLM they listen." Now, it is simple. Some people they feel glad. Like I hear some backup on the talk say, oh, Ayeke they under that control. Unfortunately, Ayeke they under my control. Let me put it that way because I did mobilize way to the call friends of Ayeke. On the 28th or so, Professor Lumumba they come here, we go all go for Columbus, for Ohio. We meet all the BLM for because one talk something and we'll do something big for the BLM and for other counties. Now, this is my point. I don't talk for Ayeke, video the way I know they go do all kind of things. Even old is the way doesn't for me. The first video where Ayeke be said I be hold I tell blessed listen. I don't see some part of the video for Facebook now put them before I can see an nursing or chamber I don't put them all for outside, which was still okay. Although some point if you and say, oh, it's spark controversy, but it be important for you to expose that small problem, that vex where they get them. Even recently, with the follow up waiting to happen. So one tell a BLM people say, make una listen to me very attentively. Ayeke or Field Marshal now na pikin. And like some person talk, say, anytime where you get pikin, and the only feature that pikin will remain only for house will you the lie. That pikin go big Sunday, go come up for go find his own house, his own home. So the BLM promoter know say, una red dragon see they intact. Una two best commanders and the day intact. And they go be in talking terms. And we go resolve the little problem for shame the people them. And Ayeke tell me very clearly in clear terms. I get a recorded. He tell me in clear terms, and with the way video will bless Ayeke. He tell me say he don't know nothing like ADF for the BLM. And he continue to say since we start fight the war, he never ever see any ADF fight for the BLM. He be recorded, but I'm not going to plan because he go send me video. And he go ahead say they one time we don't hear about ADF them. Now one day they come for around Bechati and Banga, or they call and say which they cut thief, they harass people, they come up for Nyenaba. As I talk on now, some few ADF they be born people they for Nyenaba. They don't come cash from Papa, so they demand money and all of those things. And they tell them, say, if you not like, this will not be threat. Any man for this revolution, if you go cash your money, innocent Papa, you beat them or you kill them. You ask money, family not give you, you kill them. Today, now yesterday, we Notre Dame, the cathedral for Frank's born. I did swear on that cathedral because I go talk to somebody about that cathedral, although I'm fishing and French, not be French property. I just swear on that category, I say, God day. And any man for no say, when you touch person, as I talk so for that picking them way, I call on picking them because I don't know what I do. When I terrorize people them for that side for Bechati, say, una stop. Make una stop. Because una di come out, una be misled. Una di come on yana camp for they can commit atrocity, go back. We know what if you do, but we want to say, una retreat in peace. We will not get problem. Because when we talk so some people they go say, when I ask all the BLM people, any might come over Bechati, they know very well what you talk. Say they put them Bechati, they let them in peace, they not get them problem, but a gang of armed robbers them where they belong to the ADF. They go terrorize and so they kidnap people, they ask money. I want talk say me they stop because we no want start something for that people we not go find. Now without said, General Yeke go to talk for we in a couple of hours or days to come. For now, I know say ADF the work tooth and nail. For try to make sure say me Ayeke do some video how we Ayeke be doing for boyo for favor them. But Ayeke to get choice. Whatever choice he take and for now it is under my direct supervision. If big brother bless Ayeke go tell now and they talk with Ayeke 24/7 because my concern now for keep Ayeke for the position where it will be favorable for the revolution, not for join thieves and armed robbers. And I want to tell the BLM people say based on my instincts, my investigation, my sincerity. Any le BLM man we put up for Haiti, Ayeke be sell camp for P-March and a lie. Before Ayeke will even talk for me, I've already received receipt for my brother when I the receipt for the money when I bless Ayeke send him. Make it go buy chop, me the chop together. So the P-March I be give one goat. So nothing they say he run, he do this, the facts they be clear. Just say some point for social media don't distort the fact. But for now, me they stay apart until the BLM people they resolve the matter, contribute as a team, and then divide the money. When we be the preach county by county, we'll not be talking and say me one all mango for one camp. Any might be remember that we will start preach county by county. Now only the BLM probably get one camp. But all other counties they get many camps and they still be coordinated. Take for example Fako, Fomban go tell you for Fako County, we talk the idea of county by county being about centralizing and coordinating finances and command for military, not before centralized fighters. So we don't move from there and we make our people they know very clearly say the BLM Red Dragons it be okay in the position where they did now and we'll continuously pray for them, may they be okay. So this show the exception and not only for Red Dragon, we'll talk extensively when we'll get that Ayeke video and we'll solve and broke the puzzle about Red Dragons. Now, staying still for the BLM, I read some very crazy report online where some people they lie say the Ambazonian fight as a cross go Fongo Tongo. Fongo Tongo na premier don't go because at the pass of Fongo Tongo from Menua division waiting for West region I entered a law. So today we go to see one of Mayor Jean Maria they call it before I used to do business with a law council. I don't pass of Fongo Tongo. Now Fongo Tongo they close na the nearest village for the west where the share boundary. In fact, I walking distance where the share boundary le BLM. So if some person if you be reporter, you go talk say Ambazonian fighters don't cross camp for Fongo Tongo, they can't arrest picking them. No, not lie. I want to say what happened. I say they picking them where they catch them, and where as I tell now, when I go see video go come out very soon. Where military claim say either for Equinox or CRTV or for STV. When I go see how now listen very well. Military claims that they won't go rescue the picking them, but the rescue picking them they not fight. And what are they rescue the picking them for a law side? We'll get all the details. Those picking them come up because that mommy na Fongo Tongo woman, that papa na le BLM. So they be come out, they go them for a law for go find chop for some farm. We'll get all the details. Now, but they way a group of unidentified men them, they go catch them. Not be where you say Ambazonian fighters. When you be journalists, way some man not claim responsibility. If, like for example, try to catch that picking for UB, Fakobi tell me say that then catch him. Say right, say now we will catch him because of this reason. I'll be right because Fomban be talk for me. Now he be captain for Fako. Say now we will arrest them. I'll be right. But then you go talk say Ambazonian fighters don't arrest picking for Fongotongo, which is a lie because the incident first not happen for Fongotongo. We will not cross, we will not kidnap with people. We Ambazonians and we will not kidnap with people. Our fighters need kidnap people. We will not ever kidnap people. Now, military go put now, they talk me the way here, me America here, me all man here, me Cameroon here. Me Ambazonian put the here say, military don't claim say that they don't rescue the picking them. As I told now, so no man never get that information, but inside house. One of them made them hint me, and then I call some person who I know inside. He tell me the true story, say the whole thing about military. Now, they won't put that on social media or from media for show say, oh, it did so. Oh, some person say the video is already out. But honestly, I never see the video. But that was something that just because one of the things that we have announced of my live show yesterday, where I began for come on, began for be predominantly about this. As a matter of fact, if I do a screenshot for the story, well, I'll see whether I get this thing for you, except now the other phone. We'll see, might just show you now very quickly because okay, unfortunately, I didn't have for the other phone. I was screenshot and put up on Facebook. So military claim say na them go rescue those picking them. How you go rescue picking them? 6 picking them. I get all their names them. All their names. I get pictures. I go show them when I go see them because we'll get the information. The family, the fear for talk. All the family members, no one talks to the fear, but I don't struggle and get some information. And military go claim say they rescue those picking them. But when a military arrange kidnap those picking them because they picking their papa and a person be involved with government because they want to impress the world. But we Ambazonians they will know we need to kidnap. If if America they doubt, any country they doubt, Mickey asks Minister Emmanuel Ngafferson. You know even if for ask. The minister because talk it true, try they go kidnap it, talk away Ambazonian fighters the treaty, like saying a phase 8, let's say a humanitarian. In fact, we treat that minister, we get money. In a year talk say they ask ransom, no. We not ask ransom. Because the only thing be pa can't see and for himself go talk true because pa a Christian, you know say nothing lie. Because I'm married up in charge of prison before. So that one alone a testimony for the world for no say anything like Republic you do and a fake. Atang and Jipo will go take his sister picking them, take his brother picking them, take their cousins them, give them 100,000. They go bring cameramen them, give them 10,000. They run for back. They carry snap, say, oh, they are handing other weapons. They hand one weapon, they buy 8 AK, they buy 20 AK, then more money don't come will take and shut down. So more not worry on ourselves. Whatever they do, you know, okay, some people say Equinox show already. Because normally I begin for that public story since early morning where I know about whether Equinox show, but the person tell me say Equinox is there for sin, see RTV there for sin, and that video, discard the video. So discard the video completely and make sure say me I'm not there for WhatsApp, I'm not there for I need to see those images them, but that information came to me as early as yesterday when they catch the picking them. So when I discard that video in totality, now fake, now arrangement for military, and one tell Equinox and the rest of the TV station they say we not get for listen the version for the Ambazonian leaders and they want publish them. And the version will come officially from our interim government. But do want a hint from one of the activists and one of the investigative journalists where I turn and say, per my investigation, all those things were made up by the military. With that said, let me be very straightforward now. We also get some fake Amber boys them way that they indulge in kidnapping. Now we get our brothers them, we get people the way they do that natural business, like from Balangi side. And the other areas around Ekona, Muyoka, where they tap the rubber. Not be all my tap rubber na CDC. So one asks any fighter away there for that stretch or go for a dicky other side. Leave while people them in peace, me they go them for their farm, then go tap the rubber. We not get with any problem with our civilians. We get problem now with the military, where you can't kill our civilians. So no man, like I talk, no man not get for good talk, say, oh, the tap rubber can give you 1,000. No man not give you that right. We go ask some man money, say me give you some money. So all we will get for make sure say, as a people, we continue for continuously condemn any acts where they discourage our people because nothing that way military they try for do them. So whatever be the case, we get for remain committed and we get for no say this revolution be above any person. And as government for Paul Biya, they confuse itself. Yesterday, when I'm on the fire burned public works office for La Republic, he burned 3 offices, burn and down. But Paul Biya na first person for go talk sorry for France. Well, it be very beautiful for say he talk sorry for France, and I will explain why. We, the people of Southern Cameroons, would also say will be very touched by the French incident. And would join our voice with that of President Macron for talk say they were need for contribute, the little way they feel contribute for build back that cathedral. I'll give you a reason why we feel so. Why at the same time would you call the well? Me they know say as they build that cathedral, some new Saddam Hussein, some new Adolf Hitler, some new man when a chief editor in on a genocide in chief, Paul Biya being Vondo. He day for Southern Cameroons, he burn our villages. Now, my turn on one thing, why we be touched about the issue for France. See, in public relations, you got to be very careful with your statements. Because you must not say Southern Cameroon the day where they get that cathedral close to their hearts as well. Put the day where that tourism, where they go there for go enjoy. And if you be person where they seek justice, your justice must be universal. If you go, they say, he who comes to equity must come with a clean hand. We know say the cathedral not be compared to lives, but not be because they kill lives, you go jubilate when to other important way they save the whole world is born. Look at the people there that don't make statement about the cathedral. Barack Obama don't cry about the thing. All man be touched. We no one put ourselves in a position. Me the way see like say will be people will be glad when we see inferno for or see fire for very strategic sites. No. We, the people of Southern Cameroons, will sympathize with the world. We are Catholic Christians. That cathedral and our property. We is using this platform for tell Pope, our Holy Father, where they for the Holy See, will tell you, say, Papa, if you hear me, we, the people of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, that you have once proposed that you want to step in to solve the crisis in our country, we feel deeply saddened by the very unfortunate incident in the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France. One of the most iconic, over 800 years structure. We feel very touched by it as the people of Southern Cameroons. And we want to talk very, very clearly, say, we not there, we need to jubilate because of that cathedral born. We'll be very touched and want me all Christians for the world. Any person for any side they listen, we Southern Cameroonians say any side don't see they go to say, oh, we are happy the cathedral should get burnt. We the poor of Southern Cameroons no, we don't know with that kind of comments. And any Southern Cameroonian we don't do go edit them, sympathize with the people of France because we don't know our man for France Macron will be touched by humanity for Cassie say no to what Paul Biya they do because Paul Biya are the latest and the most chronic thief and dictator for the world. And we must make sure say we the people of Southern Cameroons will sympathize with the rest of the world. So we tell the president of France, we tell our Pope, all Catholic bishops in Cameroon, the Republic of Cameroon and in Southern Cameroons, the Apostolic Nuncio to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, we tell all people them, when are Catholic people them, say we'll be deeply touched by that issue and we'll be very, very, very concerned. And even at $1, although they were to contribute for rebuild Ambazonia, me, I don't get plenty, but I go find all way for get to the mayor for Paris for contribute even at $10, like a widow's mite. Say, I'll be go for some event with Barrister Fru for some funeral. I'll be come out, so mommy run. He can say, Gary Master, he can press my hand. I'll be fixing at $10, because I see $5 on top, then I took two notes. That I put up for picking for motor. I want to reach the next morning time. I want to pick something for my motor. I say, I check that money when mommy give me. I want to see that $25. So that money when mommy give me $25, mommy, that money will contribute for that cathedral for France because we good people will add even at $5. They even give us $5, $10 or $50 as a people of Southern Cameroons. Our president, Dr. Sahh, get for write letter for feel sympathetic with Pope. So that me Pope no say we would sympathize with ye. Because the unfortunate thing I say, Paul Biya no get good advisors. As I go talk, so you go write the letter for Pope. Because if something happen for cathedral, the first person way you get for write it for extend your condolence. Now Pope, for say, what Pope will be sorry, say, We will not see how we were cathedral don't born this and that. But you go right from Macron, which is still good, but that's not misplaced priorities because probably have to say Macron and president of France, you get for protective for continue for committing atrocity. But that's not the case. So we'll urge our interim government, say we will ride with for Pope, they will ride for Macron. We sympathize because die na die. Normally they happy when person die. Although La Republic you come out and Paul Biya elite and they happy when we die. And more than no say we will not get problem with the whole France. We get problem now with a few greedy politicians the way they see support Paul Biya. So if you go to say, oh, France will be happy, you go touch every the yellow vest for they fight for freedom and for economic liberation for France. So we got to be very careful so that we will not go for they go contradict ourselves. So that the message I will get on today say we the people you know, some person the right say Macron encourage Paul Biya. Well, that one I talk of you talk on social media, even though we know and so like some people they know him. But for me, I know we can talk for this. I know say Macron the support Paul Biya. I know say Macron the monitor the situation. You get to understand here the talk. So for the any other thing we talk about back and we know they will push him. But for here we know say Macron they will wait to an extent. Although you see like any other president they see the thing that they happen, we must make sure say we continue to support the people for France and the people for Vatican and Italy, of course, where they go through the grief and all the Christians in the world. So thank you people so much, and I can understand this particular aspect. With that said, we be very saddened by what will happen for Paris, and we ask all Southern Cameroonians and say we'll be very concerned about that situation. Now I go look the last issue I'll be jotting in here. I must see really quickly before we wrap up the show. I think we know I make me be quite long. Must see so make sure say I don't omit anything. We don't talk about now. We will talk about the 3 conferences where they don't hold. All I know say we don't need for talk. The people the way they always say, oh, interim government this, interim government that. Interim government don't prove it worth. Say any two-way column it get population, and since the beginning of this revolution at the highest time that way they don't raise money for one event. The highest time. Even the DC conference will be big. All leaders are together. I know we ever raise that kind of money. Now, we want to thank Dr. Fontaine, thank Dr. Akwanga, thank Comrade Boherbert, thank John Baku, thank Chairman Evis Kometa, thank all the leaders the way they become for the conference of Maryland, thank Dr. Sako, thank the Assistant Acting President, thank all man will be there Berlin, tell us say, well, we not be wonderful people. Dr. Akwanga, Ntumfo Boherbert, John Baku, Chairman Evis Kometa, all una who love una because una don't put una egos below and put the people above. So with the thank una and with the continually for pray, say, may God keep una you in a long life because all una don't decide say una go unite. But we know say we no want to talk about people that they bring diversity in terms of our unity. We only know say na part of the revolution. So thank una so much. God bless una. And I think that will be okay for today. Tomorrow we'll talk other things so we don't get Ayeke and the other people on board. But for the BLM people, keep yourself together. Ayeke is still under our control, and we'll be very, very, very happy. Say all of us will be concerned about our revolution. We don't really talk which will happen for people that will disobey 18, 19, and 20. So thank you so much, and God bless you now. Bye for now.